as you all know, Travis Scott held a concert in Houston for Astroworld that left 8 people dead and several people injured. If you're not familiar, I want you guys to go ahead and check out this clip, and I'll be back with my, I guess, unpopular opinion.
Houston police officially launching a criminal probe into the Astroworld chaos that left 8 people dead and hospitalized dozens more. Police also confirming reports that some of the victims may have been injected with drugs by a needle, with a security guard among those possibly pricked.
Of a security officer. He was reaching over to restrain or grab a citizen, and he felt a prick in his neck. And the medical staff did notice a prick that was similar to a prick that you would get if somebody's trying to inject.
Rapper Travis Scott says he's devastated about what happened while he was performing.
I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this.
It's worth noting this isn't the first time the Grammy-nominated rapper has been in trouble with the law. On 2 separate occasions in 2015 and 2018, Scott pleaded guilty to misdemeanor charges of reckless conduct after telling fans to jump barricades, rush the stage, and bypass security during concerts in both Chicago and Arkansas. Abby, we're just learning of this lawsuit. The investigation is still underway. We don't know who's going to be held liable here. However, in the lawsuit, they call this predictable, that this was predictable. And the fact that this has happened in the past, I just wonder, I mean, even if Travis Scott didn't encourage people in this moment to rush the stage, if his fans know that he has done that in the past, I'm wondering if that could come into play here.
Exactly. It's a great question. And look, you look at precedent in these situations, Alicia, right? And you look at a guy named Paul Wertheimer, and he led an investigation of a 1979 concert crush that killed 11 people. I believe it was in Cincinnati. And he says that Houston authorities here did not do enough to keep the crowds safe. Let me quote him, quote, "The crowd in Houston never should have gotten that big and dense. It was a preventable tragedy that happened because safety precautions were ignored and because there are millions of dollars here to be made," unquote. That about wraps it up.
I don't want to get too spiritual, too religious, but a lot of people said that they felt like there was some type of demonic ritual taking place during the concert, which I agree with. I mean, as is the case in many other concerts, many other music videos, many other festivals throughout history. It is said that in heaven, Satan was the archangel of music. So again, for centuries, we've seen artists tailor songs towards the supernatural, towards Satan specifically, and towards demonic forces. And this is the case for rock, pop, hip hop, R&B, rap, all music genres. But more specifically, rap. I mean, we can look at Juice WRLD's Wasted, Snoop Dogg's Murder Was the Case, YNW Melly, Mind of Melvin. Little Uzi just released a song called Demon. King Von has a song named Demon. Lil Wayne has a song named Demon. Future posted with demons. A Boogie, Angels and Demons. Let's not even go into 3 6 Mafia, because basically all of their songs are tailored towards Satan. You can literally check out any music video and there will be some type of symbolism in that video. Some say the higher ups won't even allow a video to be published without some type of demonic symbolism. And a lot of times it's without the rappers or the artist's knowledge of what is even being shown in the video. They just see pretty checkerboards and pretty, triangles, beautiful red rooms, and just people dancing in circles. Everything is just, so pretty. And a lot of times they're ignorant to what's going on right in front of their face, just like a lot of consumers are ignorant to what's going on right in front of their face. However, the subconscious sucks everything up. The subconscious can't establish from what's real and what's fake. what's reality and what's not reality. The subconscious soaks everything up equally. There's no discerning from real, fake, good, or bad. But we are all creatures of energy, literally, down to the last atom, down to the protons, the neutrons, the electrons. Everything is energy, everything is moving. And the energy that we soak up is the energy that we become. Just like when they talk about food, you are what you eat. It's the same thing with what you watch, what you listen to, what you participate in. That is what you will become. But back to Travis Scott, I see they keep bringing up the fact that he incited violence in the past at one of his other festivals, and you know, that should be taken into account at this festival, even though he didn't repeat that same action. But in my opinion, that's complete bullshit. You cannot control individuals' actions. Inciting violence in the past, yes. If he incited violence in the past and the um, people who attended the party did exactly what he said, yes, he should be responsible. But in this case, I don't think he should be responsible at all. I don't think what he did in the past should affect him, you know, at this concert, in this situation. There are going to be a ton of lawsuits that come out, but like I said, my opinion is unpopular. Do I think Travis Scott and Drake should be sued? No, not at all. Do I think the venue should be sued for not following safety protocols, for not ensuring that, the people were safe and not trampled, and to ensure that people, weren't walking around with um, needles and things like that? Sure. Yeah, definitely the venue should be sued, but not Drake and Travis Scott. We can go back to 1999, the Woodstock Festival. Um, People rioted, people looted, people broke into ATMs, people were trampled. There was even a gang R word right in the middle of the festival when Limp Bizkit was performing. Or December 3rd, 1979, in Cincinnati, Ohio, the Who's were performing, and before they were performing, they were warming up, and the people heard the music and they thought the concert was starting. So they stormed through the doors, and people got trampled and left 11 people dead. Or even June 30th of 2020 in Denmark, fans rushed the stage and fans were trampled and left 9 people dead. I can go on and on about deaths at concerts, but what I see more than people being trampled and rifled over is fires. Fires seem to be a big thing in concerts when I was researching the whole situation. It seems like the element of fire really rears its head at concerts, and maybe there's a spiritual reason for that as well. But again, in my opinion, Drake and Travis Scott should not be sued. The venue should definitely be sued. You cannot control other people's actions at all. I mean, even if the venue took every precaution necessary to ensure no one got hurt, something can still happen. It could still be that one bad apple at the bunch in the bunch that just spoils it for the rest of the people. For example, we can go back to energy and how energy spreads. One person in the concert punches another person, then a third person punches a fourth person, the fifth person punches a sixth person, and next thing you know, thousands of people in the crowd are fighting, some get seriously injured, some dies, etc., etc. I'm telling you, if good energy takes 1 second to spread, then demonic energy must take 1 millisecond to spread. And that's just the truth. Everyone at the venue that lost their life was under the age of 30. And it's sad. My heart goes out to all of the family members, friends, loved ones of the people who lost their life at that concert. But I don't think the artists should be faulted for doing their job unless they directly had something to do with what happened. It's the venue's responsibility to ensure everything is safe, not the artist. For example, if I sell hair, and it's the best hair in the entire country, and I pick a venue to sell my hair, and people, come busting through, and, they trample other people to get there. They use weapons against people, to be first in line to get the hair. Should I be sued for what people did to get into the venue? No, I'm there to sell hair. I mean, if I told people, oh, if you can't get, if you're not first in line, do anything you can to be first and trample over people, do what you got to do to get your hair, that's a different story. But I chose a venue. The venue is responsible for safety protocols. I chose a place to sell my hair. I'm selling my hair inside that place. The only job I have to do, the only responsibility I have is to sell the hair. That's it, to do my job. So the fact that everyone's saying that Drake and Travis Scott should be held responsible for what happened is just very interesting, very crazy, and very notable to me. And it really doesn't make any sense. If I'm to speak candidly, it doesn't make any sense in any type of situation I can think of. A person doing their job at a venue should not be responsible for what happens at the venue. The venue should be responsible, and I can't say that enough. I can't stress that enough. But Travis Scott has refunded everybody that was in attendance, and he has also offered to pay for the funeral services of everyone who passed away in its entirety. And I feel as though that was the right thing to do, morale wise. But is that something that he had to do? No. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Travis and Drake definitely should be responsible for, other people's actions in the venue not taking proper precautions? What do you think about the ritualistic themes and symbolism in these music videos and at these festivals and concerts? I mean, people had a ton of shit to say about Kanye West's album release and all the symbolism that took place there. What do you think about these artists basically paying homage to what they call the Dark Lord? I mean, this world is so upside down now. Everything that's bad is good. Everything that's good is bad. Like they say, the devil perverts everything that, the Lord says. The devil will basically take the exact thing that the Lord says and pervert it almost in a way that makes it acceptable to do the exact opposite of, what the Lord says. So, anyways, this has been notable news. Thank you so much for watching. I understand my opinion on the situation is not popular, and that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.